To the severe weather coverage. I only have about 30 minutes where I have to go. So, yeah. So we now have a tornado warning, including the city of Dumas in Arkansas. And as you guys can see, we have greens moving towards. That's a terrible drawing. We have greens moving towards the radar, reds going away. Right in the middle there is where our tornadic rotation is. And if we switch the high spectrum width product, which calculates turbulence, there is a turbulence drop right in there. So we could potentially be dealing with a tornado here. Let's check the correlation coefficient, and that could be a drop. Oh boy. I think that may be a drop on correlation coefficient. New scan has just came in. Rotation is right there to correlation coefficient. And it doesn't seem as pronounced as it once was, but this storm down here, I'm keeping my eye on as well, because it has been rotating. Not sure why my radar is dying when it gets up there, because, that makes sense. That radar sight's down. That's lovely. So, if I measure from the rotation to Little Rock, that's... Come on. We're about 76 miles away from a radar site, which obviously would be Little Rock's radar. So we're looking at good distance up into the atmosphere. And now it seems as if this rotation has diminished. As of right now, it seems like this has weakened. I'm actually going to switch to my other radar app, Radar Scope here. Moving over here. And switch over to the reflectivity product. Actually, nope, don't want to go into that one. And yeah, we still have the greens moving away from the radar, reds going towards. Right there is where the tornadic rotation would be, moving just to the south. Yes, south of Dumas and Mitchellville. So if you guys live in Dumas or Mitchellville, or Watson as well, if you or anyone you know lives in Mitchellville, Winchester, Dumas, or Watson, I would call them and tell them to get into a safe place now. So the tornado warning remains in effect until 3:30 p.m. CST, which is actually perfect because that's when I need to leave. So, yeah. So, this is for northern Deschamps, northern Drew, and southeastern Lincoln, and southeastern Arkansas County in Arkansas until 3:30 p.m. CST. So at 2:52 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Omega, or near Dumas, moving northeast at 35. Hazard is a tornado and quarter-sized tail, obviously. So radar indicated rotation. flying debris, yada yada yada. You guys know that from watching my previous streams. Locations impacted include Dumas, Watson, Omega, Mirage Lake. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. WMA, Arkansas Port, Pendleton, Reedville, Recreation. Wait. Hold up. Moving back to Radar Omega here. Oh, okay. So, Dumas, Mitchellville, Watson, Yankulpin, Omega Mills, Mirage Lake, Treston Holder, WMA, Arkansas Post, Garrett Bridge, Pendleton, Gord, Reedville, Morgan Point Recreation Area, Yukon, Pickens, and DeShaw County. I would highly recommend that you get into your safe place now. You do not want to be out and about when the storm eventually moves through your area. Now, once again, the velocities on the storm have been weakening. But still, though, please be in your safe place now. Because we also have this storm down here, which has been showing signs of rotation. Now, it isn't as pronounced, so there's definitely a hook trying to form on the storm. So, we just need to pay attention here today. Because also, while we only have the one tornado warning, I would also like to point out that there's likely going to be a new tornado warning coming within the next hour or two that will likely include the Birmingham, Tuscaloosa area. Maybe not Tuscaloosa, but probably Birmingham, Huntsville, Chattanooga, all those locations will likely be impacted by a new tornado watch coming soon. So, I'm actually going to pull up the Storm Prediction Center here. And they did issue 3 new mesoscale discussions. Mesoscale discussion 2074, 2075, and 2076. So, first off, let's go into mesoscale discussion 274. Load. So, what they're saying here is a conditional threat for severe storms exists. If storms become sustained, damaging gusts or tornadoes may occur. Trends are being monitored for a possible weather watch issuance. So what they're basically saying there is that if these storms continue to conditionally form, actually, I'm not sure. Let me read the watch. Potential probability of a watch issuance is at 40% right now. A watch is possible. Potential exists for storms to become severe should they initiate. If storms develop... If storms develop and mature, damaging gusts and a few tornadoes would be the primary threats. Convective trends will continue to be monitored for the need of a weather watch issuance. So that's the summary of this mesoscale discussion. So the actual discussion part now. South of 1006... No. Move our surface low and within the open warm sector. Attempts at storm initiation and organization have been noted along a confluence axis roughly conceding the Louisiana, Mississippi border. Agitated CU and occasional low-top storm. Just continue. Okay. So basically what they're saying is along the cold front, storms could potentially fire up and become severe. Now, on to Most Scale Discussion 2075. And this is what I was saying earlier. A watch will be likely soon. So what they're saying in the red outline there, which is roughly the areas that I circled already, severe thunderstorm threat will increase from late afternoon into this evening. The surface boundary being probably near Huntsville, Alabama. So, severe potential, a watch is likely. Probability of watch issuance 80%. Summary, severe thunderstorm potential will increase from late afternoon into this evening. Timing of watch issuance remains uncertain, but may be needed within the next 2 to 3 hours. Then air mass recovery slowly continues this afternoon across parts of northern Alabama in the wake of morning, early afternoon showers. Surface boundary related to this earlier precipitation sends west to east from roughly Haleyville, Alabama into far northwest Georgia. Some additional destabilization is expected with northward extent across the mesoscale discussion area and a sustained warm advection regime, really, through the evening hours. However, latest high-res guidance continues to indicate some uncertainty with regards to the northward extent of the severe potential, as well as in timing of the severe threat. Most guidance, along with observational trends, preclude discrete warm sector development in deference to an eastward advancing, currently developing Bow QLCS in the vicinity of Mississippi River, western Tennessee, northwest Mississippi, as of 2:30 p.m. CST, or 2030 Z. The best estimate of severe storms moving into the mesoscale discussion area is between 22 and 00Z. So if you guys can do the math here, the most likely time that these storms will move into this area up here, it's highlighted in red, will be within the next 2 hours or so. When storms do emerge over this region, low level jet. No. Boeing segments will favor damaging gusts with a few mesovortex tornadoes possible as well. Convective trends will continue to be monitored, as a watch will likely be needed for portions of the mesoscale discussion area in the next 2 to 3 hours. So, expect watch to be issued there for that area within the next 2 to 3 hours. This one, not going to go in depth with that one, as a watch isn't expected. Going back over here now. Did they cancel it? They did. So, we don't have any tornado warnings right now. That storm there, though, is really starting. Green's moving away, red's moving towards. Right there, that storm is going to go soon. I believe all this is inflow going in. We saw that on the December 10th event. So we can keep our eye on for sure. Oh yeah. This thing is starting to go. I'm starting to see like a little donut hole starting to form just the northwest of Dermot. And this is a storm that I've had my eye on for a while. Just as a reminder, we're looking at the storm from almost 80 miles away. There aren't any closer radars, besides some maybe... Yeah. Next closest radar here is probably Memphis. That doesn't get us a good view of it. Actually, I'm going to go back over here. See here. I'm going to switch over. And yeah, this is probably the best radar we're going to get right now. So you guys can see, green's moving towards, red's moving away. Right in there would be where a tornado would be. So, definitely something to keep our eye on as the storm advances. Going to check and I think they canceled it. Yes, this morning was canceled 10 minutes ago by NWS Little Rock. The previous tornado warning. This rotation is really starting to tighten up. We also have a flash flood warning. Here. yeah, that's definitely something to keep our eye on as well. This storm back here is really starting to go now. And I would not be surprised if this storm begins to go soon. Because right there is where tornadic rotation is. And if we search a spectrum width here, going back to Radar Omega, making sure I'm on Little Rock, yes I am. Nope, not storm relative. I'm going to go to spectrum width. And it's not showing a whole lot. Then again, though, we're in an area where it's going to be hard to see anything. Actually, okay. It's just going to be so hard to get anything right now. We're so high up. We're so far away from a radar. That's about 94 miles. That's just... man. New scan has came in it. Honestly, I can't tell whether if it's strengthening or weakening right now. I want to say it's weakening, but so over near Watson, it looks like it's trying to go tornadic once again. That green's going towards, red's going away, right? Green's going towards, red's going away. Right in there is where our tornado would be. So, just gotta keep an eye on all these storms. And I'm gonna say this once right now, just so you guys are all aware. I have to leave at 4:30. Probably won't be back on until probably like 9-ish. And by then, this whole entire event could be over. So if you're in a tornado warning, treat it as if the tornado's on the ground. Because first off, these storms, if I had to take a look at this severe thunderstorm warning right now, these storms are moving at 45 miles per hour. That's moving quickly. That's a fast-moving storm. And another thing is, these are likely going to be rain-wrapped. You won't be able to see the tornado. So if you're under a tornado warning today, I would just recommend treating it as if there's a tornado confirmed on the ground. Like, once again, you won't be able to see the storm coming at you until it's directly on top of you. Switching back over to Radar Omega here. And yeah, this storm is like right at the edge of Little Rock's radar, where it can actually be useful. But that storm is the only severe warned storm we have right now. So that's the good news. I'm going to check this special weather statement really quickly. Yeah, it looks like they replaced the tornado warning up here with the special weather statement. McGehee. Once again, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. You know what? I don't believe this storm is going to do anything, so I'm going to log off now. Remember, if you're in a tornado warning, treat it as if there's a tornado on the ground. And if the event is still going on later when I get back, I'll be sure to come right back